Can I get 5 minutes? This is your word of the day. Click like and subscribe. What's going on? What's going on? What is? Shh. Guess what? You made it. And why do my lips look like Pookie? Cause the lights be drying me out. But nevertheless, we made it, baby. We made it. We made it past the holiday. We made it. It is the day after. The season isn't over yet, but we made it. Okay. We have made it. Either you did the dang gone thing alone, or you did it with others. If you did it with others, I so hope that you get yourself tested just so that you know, and just so that everybody else knows. That is the responsible thing to do. That is called taking ownership. Okay. And that is our word of the day. Ownership. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Ownership. The state of being an owner. Right? Here we go. When the offenses come and we are tempered to get into strife, it is wise for us to examine our thoughts and take ownership of our actions. If you find that you are justifying having a bad attitude, I encourage you to realize that justification of any bad behavior that the Word of God condemns is a dangerous thing. It keeps us deceived and unable to take ownership of our faults. Nobody enjoys saying, "I was wrong, please forgive me," but it is the one of the most powerful 6-word sentences in the world. It brings peace to the turmoil. Joy replaces frustration, and this attitude puts a smile on God's face. He is delighted when we follow His ways instead of our own thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Ownership. You know, sometimes when you do things, you don't feel real good about them, right? And you have to check yourself. So I was doing this thing for my sister. She wanted me to do something online for her. And I was making up something. I was making up a flyer, as a matter of fact. And I made the flyer and I sent it to her. I was like, just please make any adjustments that you would like to make. And she said, okay. And she made an adjustment. Boom, boom. You sure we good? We good. We good. Okay. I looked over it. Okay, we good. Hey, boom, boom. And then the flyer is now ready to be viewed by others. I sent it to her and she goes, "Oh no, there's another mistake." What? Okay. Excuse me? What are you saying? There's another mistake. There can't be, because you checked it already once and I checked it and there wasn't a mistake. Yeah, there's a this and there's a space and I got just like, "Brr." And she was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh, oh, oh." I got mean. I got like my fangs kept like, how you gonna say it was a mistake when it was? I already did it. I already made it. I already, sent it. And I was just like, "Ooh," and she was like, "Ooh, you kind of tough." And I was like, "Oh," and it didn't feel good. I had to take ownership of that, and I had to say, "I'm sorry for my behavior. I'm sorry." And immediately I wanted to justify it. Like, no, look, you made the mistake because we already did it and we did it once and that was it. And now I got to do it all over again. And you know what? There was an extra mistake and I looked over it and I didn't see it. So guess what? The reality is there was a damn mistake and it needed to be done. So me getting and catching an attitude, let me tell you that didn't feel good in my spirit, right? Getting so angry and then being called out on it. And I could have justified it like, psh, well, you know what? It is what it is. But I didn't. I said, "I'm sorry." I had to sit with it for a few seconds and I was like, "I'm sorry that I got that way." And I have a problem with that I need to work on. So yeah, I took ownership of it and worked on it. and said, I apologize. And then I changed and I made the changes. And when you say you're going to do something for someone, do what you say you were going to do, even if you have to do it over a couple of different times. So that was me taking ownership of my ish. I know where my problem lies. It's just like, look, once it's done, it's done. You know what? We couldn't catch this. Who am I getting upset with? Because I looked at it too and didn't catch it. So, you know what? Take ownership of your stuff. Justifying bad behavior just leads to you doing it over and over again. But you know what? That didn't feel good in my spirit. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel good to get so intense and had that, well, I did it. It just didn't feel good. Take ownership of what you do. Take ownership if you did something to hurt someone. Even if you didn't mean to hurt them, take ownership of that. You are not going to die if you say, I am sorry. Right? You are not going to die if you go and get tested for COVID. Ain't nobody asking you to get the shot. Just go get tested. It is your responsibility. Take ownership of you, your life, and those who surround you. There's no need to hurt anybody's feelings because you on some because of your own shit. Just don't. It doesn't. And yes, you want to move in this world with the God-like tendencies and you want people to see God in you all the time, but sometimes you fall short. And when you do, don't make excuses for it. Take ownership of it and move on. That's been your word of the day. Take ownership of your bullish. Take ownership of your bull. Okay? And you'll feel better about it. Saying sorry to anybody will not kill you. It will not take the breath from your lungs. My name is Dujuana Sharese. Check it out. Click like, click share. Send this to somebody. Send it to somebody. Especially to somebody who you know don't take ownership of their stuff. Saying I'm sorry will not kill you. If you are a parent, saying I'm sorry will not switch over the parenting power. It will not. If you are a parent and you did something wrong, apologize. It will not take the power away from you. It will not unleverage your power. It will not steal your power. Helping yourself is knowing when you did wrong and admitting to the wrongs that you have done. Click like, click share. My name is Dujuana Sharese. Subscribe, peace, and take ownership of your shit.